Welcome back to Pokémon Shield for what is probably our finale.
For now.
So I spent a little bit of time and got everybody to 100.
Fed them a lot of candies.
I fed them a lot of candies. So it was actually kind of rough getting them up there, and I'm going to... What do you mean I can't ride my bicycle right now? I will do what I want.
I am the queen of this nation, and I will ride the bike wherever I want.
Dang it. Fine, make me go outside before I can get in the flying taxi. But it was kind of rough getting to that point. Or getting, like, to the point that I could continue to grind up. Because one of the best ways to get experience is from Dynamax dens. But especially once you hit Postgame, you can't beat a lot of the Dynamax dens, like the 5-star ones. Good luck at level 65. Some people have said, "Oh, you just get on the network, play with other people." That's not an option for everybody, and I don't feel like that should be a requirement in order to do it. So I held off as much as I could, and I eventually squeaked through the barrier to being able to take them out. So what I did was I used every candy I had, every last single candy and rare candy I had, and I brought my entire team up to high 80s, around 90. And even in the high 80s, 90, could not beat 5-star dens. The NPCs were just holding you down. 3-star, don't care. Like, the NPCs just hold you back too much. And it got to the point where I only had, like, 2 Dynamax dens available to go into, and they were both 5 stars. What the heck are you?
Oh, it's the cactus one.
Maractus?
Maractus, there we go.
Well, it's grass, so I'll go in with fire.
I
I don't think I have a Maractus.
guess today is the 11th. And I think that's when the other event was supposed to stop.
But even at like 90, the other NPCs were they were too low. They held you back too much. So I just had to... But I'd like wait a day and hope that the 2 would recycle into something I could beat. And they just friggin' never did. They just always stayed. Here's a big 5-star I can't do anything about. And it just took me face mashing it. Just absolutely face mashing it until I beat one. Eventually both of them. So that I could refresh all of the Dynamax dens. Get all of them to respawn. And, like, that was the rough point. That was the wall that I had to get through. Once I refreshed all of them, there were 3 stars out there, 4 stars out there, and I could go through all of them, get a ton more candies, and that group of candies got me up to, like, 94? And 94 was just high enough that I had a chance against the 5-star raids.
Meanwhile, here I am over here just going like, oh, here's the baby Pokemon I wanted, here's all the vitamins you need for your stats, and here's a bunch of candies, and you're level 100 now. Next.
And that was, like, it took me getting to, like, 94 before I kind of even had a consistent chance against 5-star raids. But once I got there, and once I could beat them, it was just a matter of keeping at it. Maybe I'd have to try the 5 stars a couple times, but just keeping at it. And eventually, worked my way up. I think once I hit 95, I could consistently beat 5-star raids. And once I hit 100, I can, like, no-brain 5-star raids now. Sometimes they're still jerks. I'm looking at you, friggin' Dragapult, with your 8 attacks a turn.
God, I think I tried to Dragapult and it was just, like, monstrous. And I did it with trainers, too. That was the other thing. Like, not even the NPC trainers. I'm talking, like, online people. I think I ended up catching that one.
Okay, so the 5-star raids, they put up 2 shields, and this is the butt kicker. And usually, it's nice when they start the match with the shield up, so you can immediately start working on it. When they don't, you usually end up wasting one of your Dynamax turns, just taking down like an 1/8 of their HP, so they can put their first shield up.
Yeah, I've done that.
Pain in the butt.
Yep.
And that's what happened here. Like, I wasted my first Dynamax turn, and now he's still got his second shield up. Once they hit about half HP, they put the shield back up. How much damage you can do to these things almost don't even matter. Because you do like an 1/8 of their HP, and then they just put up another shield.
Yeah, no, that...
The most important thing is surviving its attacks.
That's been the big problem for a lot of people, is the fact that, you know, the shield, like, just stops HP loss. It's like, you should let us just...
Wow, holy crap!
Well, you're also got to keep in mind, its defense and special defense have massively dropped because of everything.
It had its shield up, though!
You're still doing damage through the shield.
Ah, crap, that's number 3.
Yeah.
So you can see, like, even at 100, these things still aren't... You can't just no-brain it. And worse yet, they gain additional attacks. Like, additional turns. Like, they'll get 2-3 attacks a turn. And that's where friggin' Dragapult he got friggin' 3 attacks a turn or something absolutely stupid.
Yep.
And not only that, but with his friggin' 3 attacks a turn, he would use, and we're kicked out.
And it's number 4.
But with his, like, 3 attacks a turn, he would go, okay, turn 1, I'll do this attack that boosts my attack and speed. Forget what it's called. Turn 2, I'll do it again. Increase my attack and speed again. I'm just going to go back in and hope I can roll some better friends.
Dragon Dance.
Dragon Dance.
Yep, Dragon Dance is the bane of many people.
Yeah, so he'll use Dragon Dance, raise attack and speed. Second turn, Dragon Dance, raise attack and speed. Third turn, keep in mind, he gets 3 attacks a turn, so this is all in 1 turn. He's Dragon Dance twice, then he used Dragon Darts, which hits twice and can hit 2 different Pokemon. Turn 1, he just goes boost, boost, kill 1 Pokemon, kill 2 Pokemon. And... oh boy!
Everyone in...
friggin' Dragapult.
Everyone in the audience has had to deal with this before. Yeah, preaching to the choir there, buddy.
Oh my goodness. But you can see, even at 100, 5 stars aren't a pushover. And that's mostly because the team, your allies, your NPC allies anyway, are always 3/4 your level. So all of them are level 75. And 75s are gonna get trashed by these things. At 75, though, they can at least kind of hold on. But, like, at 100, I do nothing. Like, they can't friggin' touch me. I want all of them to die and then stop sending their Pokemon out. But I figured I'd try to show off one of these. I'm kind of upset that it didn't go better. But we'll see what happens. And also, I want a Maractus. Also, I think this only starts once you beat the game. I'm not sure specifically what the rules are around it. but I noticed as soon as we beat the game, I wasn't guaranteed a catch on anything anymore. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be a 3-star raid, and I'd throw a normal Pokeball at it like I have every time up until now, and it breaks free. So I've been using Ultra Balls now, and Ultra Balls have been working, but still.
Oh, they're Ultra Balls.
But it's just that, like, I just use nothing but Pokeballs out here because you were guaranteed a catch.
I think it might be.
And you're not guaranteed a catch anymore once you hit post-game.
That might have been what everyone was talking about when they were like, hey, you're not guaranteed a catch. It can still break out.
Yeah, like,
it's like, I guess it's just post-game it has that chance.
Yeah, like, I don't know if it's just post-game, or somebody said it was, like, Gigantamax ones or only the purple ones or something, but I've seen it on everything. And it seemed to happen pretty strictly as soon as I hit post-game. Like, that I just don't get guaranteed attacks. Like, maybe there's some other rule about it that I'm just not seeing? But it seemed very much like it was...
I know if you raid with people online, the Pokemon goes to its, like, natural catch rate kind of thing. And that Gigantamax Pokemon, I think, are, like, less than 100%, but it's not guaranteed. Or, like, if you're just doing a raid by yourself, it should technically be 100%, but... I don't know. I'm allowed to be wrong, people.
Yeah, I don't know the specifics around it. I'm only mentioning my own observations, which it seemed like it was post-game, that it happened to everything across the board. But also, I have not missed an Ultra Ball yet.
There's also...
But anyway, there's 5-star raids, and all their BS.
There's also the fact that all the Pokemon in the wild area are now level 60.
Yeah, which that's not that big a deal, considering once you get to Endgame, you're like level 65.
I know, but what about all the other trainers? Well, I mean, they're level 60. I think some of the special encounter ones, like the Pokemon there, are level 65 or something. Also, it's weird that you have a Volibeye and I have a, the Colbert Eagle thing.
Yeah, that...
I know it has a name. I'm just all I can think of is, like, Wargle, which is, like, its Japanese name.
Yeah, like, it was a battle, though, but that was my adventure to getting level 100 on everything. And we got there. Like, it took a hot minute. And I feel like breaking into that endgame is... It's rough, and I'm not... If I hadn't had those, like, 8 billion candies saved up from just playing through the game normally, I'm not entirely sure what I would have done. I would have had to find a different way to level them up, because I'd have been stuck with those, like, 2 5-star Dynamax dens, just unable to beat them. Like, you can go grind off just the regular dudes out in the wild, but they're only level 60, they give almost no experience. Technically, you get some experience, I think, from doing the championship battle, but that's kind of the same thing, where they're like level 60, you get hardly any experience.
Excuse me, it's Braviary, by the way, that's the Pokemon I was thinking of. The American Bald Eagle that somehow shows up in other regions. There's a joke there, but I'm letting it slide.
Oh, the XLs are nice because they give pretty much almost a guaranteed level.
God, I think the XLs...
They're effectively a rare candy.
Yeah, I think the XLs are like 30k.
Yeah. Like, they're effectively a rare candy. So, those are nice, but I think you only get them from 5-star raids.
Yeah.
I've heard some tale of one way to break into Endgame is you take all the candies that you've gotten and you give them all to your box legendary to get them up to 100. And then you just, no matter what you're going up against, you send them in, and you kind of have a chance of pulling through. But, like, there's got to be another way. That feels like a pretty major design oversight.
Well, the thing is that I think they're talking about Dynamax raids because both legendaries, well, actually all 3 legendaries, I'm just talking about both legendaries you can get within your game copy right now, have a move that actually does more damage to Dynamax Pokemon.
Yeah.
So, like Behemoth Bash and Eternia's Cannon, or whatever that thing's called, for yours, at least, they both do extra damage to Dynamax Pokemon.
Oh, it doesn't actually say.
Well, it's because it's not. It's in its like normal mode right now. It's not in its like hero mode.
Yeah, we can't like look at that one here, I don't think.
But yeah, like Eternia's.
Don't think. What all did I catch?
Well, you just caught the Maractus.
Got a Togekiss.
Neat. Oh man, you got a Ranguru. That Pokemon.
Yeah, got a Togekiss. Got a Dubwool. Had a friggin' Dynamax 10. Oranguru.
That's quickly becoming one of my favorites, Oranguru.
Golisopod. This guy just still looks so cool. Excadrill. Pelipper. Ludicolo. And this is my 3rd Dragapult, because the first 2 I used a regular Pokeball on. And I missed both of them.
Can I see the Pelipper? I want to see what ability it's got. Oh, it's got Drizzle. You got the setup for a good rain team right there.
Hmm. Like, honest to goodness, I genuinely really like Dragapult.
It's a very good Pokemon. It's become a really good...
But let me tell you, my adventures in the Dynamax dens have made me hate this Pokemon.
Now I'm glad it's not on my team.
Yeah, let's see here. It's friggin' Dragon Dance and Dragon Darts. God dang it. I originally had sent out, when I was fighting those, I originally sent out Mistral to use Payback. Because Mistral didn't have any overt weaknesses to it, and Payback was a dark type move, which it's weak to. But I think I ended up having more luck when I started sending out Robin instead.
Well, it's
because Robin is strong against Dragon, which means strong against Dragon Darts.
Yeah.
And Dazzling Gleam, and it's weak to Fairy. The only problem is that Robin is weak to whatever the heck his other type is.
It's Ghost.
Ghost. Is weak to Ghost, so it could use a Ghost type move and hit me kind of hard, but at least it wasn't Dragon Darts. Anyway, we're here today to get our butts kicked even more. Now that we've talked forever and a half about your adventures getting into Postgame, I still have no idea how they expect you to get into that level of Postgame, because that's just such a massive wall that I just kind of was lucky enough to have 8 billion candies to get past.
I'm assuming they have to imagine you were playing a lot to do that, or you're using the online function to get people to help. Because I remember early on, I called in, I was level 30 or something. Maybe higher, because I was starting to get some 5-star raids or something, and this is when the Snorlaxes first showed up, the Gigantamax Snorlaxes were first showing up. And I was like, well, I kind of want other people to get these, so I was maybe getting 3 or 4 stars and everything. And I was like, all right, now I should get a couple people to help me. And those guys just came in and went here's all our Pokemon that are probably level 100. Bam! 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 And I'm sitting here with okay, whatever. I'm gonna throw the Pokeball now. Which is, I think everyone was like, why didn't you get Ogre to help you? Is because it would be close to the exact same thing, where I'd just show up and go all right, here we are. Go, Scorbunny, attack that Pokemon. Eternius, destroy!
And then I'm just here I'm helping!
Yes. Pretty much it is just I'm got an Eldritch abomination that embodies the darkest day that this region has ever encountered, that just destroys everything with a cannon, and you're over here with your starter Pokemon going yeah, let's do this!
And
Like,
that is a solution, but I don't feel like that should be the expected solution. Is like subscribe to the online thing, which is not free. It's cheap, but it's not free. And like rely on someone else having already gotten to that point. Like, I feel like I don't know what they expected of you, because if that's what they expected, that's a little butts. Anyway, we're here back in Battle Tower to get our butts kicked.
just sitting there with Eternius, just smoking a cigarette, just go like, destroy it. I'm that jaded now.
Okay, so I'm going to be relying pretty heavily on you for this, because I have no idea what I'm getting into. But my team, even though it's level 100, Battle Tower is capped at level 50.
Because it's kind of preparing you for BGC and all that stuff you want to do.
Yeah, which caps you at 50. And going through all of that, though, like, I've got a team that has a lot of type coverage and has some way to handle most things, but the biggest thing they don't have, as you pointed out, is synergy. They don't work together as a team. They work well individually against individual Pokemon. And that's where these teams will work together. So, what would you suggest? I have no idea what I'm getting into.
Well, what are you looking to do? Are you going to do doubles or are you going to do singles?
I have no idea. I don't even know what my options are. I'm completely in the blank.
Well, I mean, what style battle do you want to do? Are you going to do single 1v1 Pokemon, or are you going to do 2v2?
Maybe 1v1, I guess? That's what I've been more familiar with.
If you're going to do 1v1, I would suggest either the skill or the tough team.
Let's go tough. I like guys that can just beat the crap out of other guys.
I'm hoping it gives you a preview. Yeah.
Oh, tell me about this team. Good for singles. Well, he doesn't... Oh, no, that showed me another team.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, well, lend me this team.
Because you can check them in the box. They'll give you the option to choose your battle team over there at the other counter, and they'll be like... That lady right there. She'll be like, what team do you want to use? And it'll show you. It'll let you select what battle teams you want to use, and it should give you the...
Okay, single, I guess.
Yeah, there's the rental teams you have. Just go over all the way, because you got rental 1.
Oh, there it is.
So there you go.
They couldn't have put this a little closer? Oh man, Dragapult, heck yeah. I'll show them what for.
So now you have to choose your 3 Pokemon you're going to use for this entire run-through.
Okay, well, Dragapult.
You can check their summaries if you want. They all have... Here's the thing.
Mr. Al Rent.
Yeah. Here's the thing. If you go over to their thing, they all have max EVs and IVs, but they only have the quirky nature, so they can't take advantage of it. But it's to give you an idea of this is how natures and the like work.
He's got Dragon Darts. That's the important part.
A Draco Meteor, which is why it has a White Herb, because White Herb allows it to nullify a stat drop, but it is a one-time use per battle. So, Draco Meteor at your discretion.
Yeah, what do we got here? Shadow Claw, Play Rough, Swords Dance, Shadow Sneak. Okay, so I'm taking in Dragapult no matter what anybody says. What would you suggest for the other two? Again, I genuinely know very little about competitive. So I have no idea what I'm in for.
It's kind of hard to say, because... I mean, the Rotom Heat's always pretty good. It's actually overtaken Rotom Wash, from what I understand, in competitive. It's one of the best Rotoms. Hippowdon, I'm not really... I think Hippowdon's there just to get Sandstorm up to really disrupt the nature. If somebody else uses like a Gigantamax move to cause weather. I mean, the other one's either... I mean, Mimikyu's nice, but I would either go with Snorlax or Aegislash. Snorlax is really slow, but it packs a power, and Aegislash is basically like switches between attacking and protecting half the time because it can.
Okay, that Aegislash is weird, and I don't know if I can wrap my head around it, so I'll go in with Snorlax.
That's just me. I mean, the comments for this will come up like 2 weeks later, and you're like, you should have done this, and it's like, well, I don't really do competitive.
Yeah, like, I've been told that even Battle Tower in this game isn't as hard as it's been in previous games.
I was out playing it, and I ended up wandering in here by mistake. Here's my powerful Pokemon.
Yeah, here's a bunch of level 50 Pokemon.
I was just out playing, and they made me fight with all these Pokemon. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, just so I have it available, Butterfree is what?
Bug flying.
Grass? Bug flying? Yeah, bug flying.
That bug grass would just be like, here's a fire type. I think Paris and Parasect are the only Pokemon that are bug grass.
Okay, so we have Dragapult, which is Dragon Ghost.
Yep.
We have Snorlax, which I think is just normal? Pure normal?
Pure normal. Then you have Rotom Heat, which is fire electric.
Fire electric. Okay, so Dragon Ghost. So what's good against this thing? Rock?
Fire, rock, electric.
Rock, flying, ice, electric, fire. Heck, a Dynamax. Okay, so not going to be using U-turn. Everything else is effective because I've used it before. So, physical, special, Draco Meteor, of course. Let's not open with Draco Meteor.
Yeah, let's not waste the White Herb right away.
Let's go with Dragon Darts, I guess, if it doesn't matter. Dragon Darts should hit twice. Yep.
Yeah, you turned off battle animations, by the way.
Yeah, I did. I turned off battle animations when I was friggin' fighting 8 billion Dynamax dens. I turned off that. I turned text speed up to max. Like,
you're gonna
look, just get me through this. I'm gonna be out here for years.
You're gonna want to U-turn out of this one. This is a fairy type. This is a fairy type Pokemon, so. Oh, it used Protect. U-turn still
okay,
works.
So
I would
Rotom would be a good one. Did I not U-turn? U-turn again?
U-turn again because it protected itself, so the U-turn didn't go off.
Take that.
This is just a joke. Don't take this as actual advice, but send out the Snorlax so it just eats it. Food.
Okay, so Rotom has a better type against this one, so.
Yeah, because it's either going to go for a setup or a fairy type move. Oh, it's going for Wish. It goes off in 2 turns, but it fully heals the Pokemon that got the Wish.
Okay, so Poison or Steel is the best. That don't really have an option. How beefy is this thing? Should I, like, burn it? What does Trick do?
Oh, it switches the
I don't
items.
even give a crap. Like, should I just friggin' hit it?
I'm gonna tell you right now, just hit it with an attack because you have a Scarf on this Pokemon, and the Scarf locks you into whatever attack you choose.
Okay, so don't do a setup. Get in there.
Yeah. Scarf Pokemon are really powerful, but they have the drawback of they're stuck with whatever move they use, so they can get.
Yeah, that's a pretty common competitive item.
Yeah.
is the items that lock you into the same move or some such that you used on turn 1, but it greatly increases the damage that it did.
Yeah.
So is the scarf on this thing, does it increase fire damage?
Back out of this and just go to info. Well, I was going to say info, but you can just check summary here, see what it says.
Boost speed.
Yeah, so...
So it doesn't actually boost damage. Okay, so... Do I want to, like, just dive into an overheat? No, recoil. I don't know if I want to dive into that.
Well, it's...
What volt switch?
Yeah, well,
No, I don't want to do that either, because that's U-turn.
yeah, it's either you're doing overheat or your volt switch.
Let's overheat, I guess. Perfect.
I'll protect. Oh, I mean, I'm still gonna burn you next turn. Wait, what?
God dang it.
Oh no, in 2 turns you're gonna get sleepy and fall asleep.
Hit it, for Pete's sake. There, once, finally.
Don't you kiss me. Oh.
Oh no, I'm asleep. We'll keep trying to use this. Wake up!
Grab a brush and put a little makeup. This is also why you'll get those PP ups if you can, because, oh boy. And there's the wish going on.
Again. Hey, can I, like, wake up?
You're gonna wake up on this one.
Sure did! Thing's a pain in the butt is what this thing is. Well, now I'm out of PP on, like...
Oh, now you
yeah, get
struggle.
it. I'm out of PP on the one move I had.
Well, time to switch out to that Snorlax then.
Yep.
Maybe I was right in saying that you should have done the Snorlax first.
Okay, so do I want to swap out, or am I
You
stuck?
have to swap out.
I have... God dang it, you're supposed to give me a move list.
You can't, because you're using a choice scarf.
I mean, at least, like, gray them out or something.
Nope. It's a choice scarf. You picked your one move, you're stuck with it.
Like, at least gray them out so I can only select the one that I can do. I just wanted to look at my moves.
Oh no, a drowsy Snorlax.
Okay, so... Man, this thing is a pain in the butt. Can I just friggin' Dynamax and wreck it?
Yeah, nothing's stopping you. You can constantly Dynamax in between these things. It's just you only have one Dynamax per battle.
I'm about to Dynamax will prevent me from going to sleep, I think.
That should.
And I'm getting tired of this. I'm going to Dynamax, and I'm going to quake your sorry butt.
Gotta quake with fear.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Don't lie.
Lower target speed, special defense, but they're both physical, so it doesn't even matter. Raises allies special defense. You know what? Sure.
Don't lie to me, little girl. You didn't come in here by accident.
Not with a team like that, unless the friggin' Al up front was like, hey, if you're gonna go in there, make sure to take these. Man, this piece of crap. This thing knows exactly what it's doing, too, and that's kind of how competitive works. It puts you to sleep, it puts up Protect, it's just wasting time while you burn through your PP.
Yeah, well, the good thing about Protect is that it can't fully protect anymore when you Dynamax.
And now I'm asleep.
Oh, I guess it only works when the status move goes off while you're Dynamaxed.
Well...
And this is what we call a stall team, apparently.
I mean, yeah, that's exactly what this thing is. It's a stall. Like, it puts you to sleep, it puts up Protect, and it heals itself. Should have used Earthquake instead. Yeah, just in time to use Double Edge when I should have used friggin' Earthquake. Yeah, go ahead and use Yawn. Just get hit by this. About to use Double Edge again, because that did not do the damage that I was hoping it would do. I'm just gonna Double Edge again. God dang it! Well, at least I'm asleep. One day. Yep, there's Protect.
Snorlax.
Ow.
I think it's run out of wishes. That's why it's not using them anymore.
Good.
Ooh, you're gonna want to recycle that if you can.
What do you mean?
But you got recycle. Your berry just went off, so
Oh, what does this do?
it gives you back your berry.
Okay, so... Nope, still has wishes.
I thought it would have PP'd out on that one. That way, when it tries to hit you again, it can...
Yeah, go ahead. Hit me with Yawn. See if I care. You're dying. Dang it!
Its wish came true.
I can't just keep using Double Edge. I'm gonna kill myself.
And then you can recycle that berry back if you want.
I mean, I want to, but this is a friggin' staller. I need to get in the hits when I can. This is annoying as crap Pokemon is what this thing is. Who does this? Who wants to ruin other people's fun?
It's the internet. Like,
Who makes a Pokemon and says, you know what I want? I want the other person to not have a good time.
That's why I'm not allowed in competitive, because I just Coral Special the person and then their arm gets broken and then I'm the asshole.
Yeah, look, I'm actually in this fight. I would kick that kid's butt. It's like, you're doing what? Cut that out.
Mommy! Bitch better come over here quick, because I got murder in my heart.
Okay, well, I can't just keep double edging or I'm going to get my butt kicked. Well, I can maybe try. I have the health. Let's try again. God dang it!
Oh, Vespa Queen.
Oh, bug flying.
Well, it's almost already dead, so...
God dang it. Well, I have to use double edge because Earthquake doesn't hurt it.
Then it uses Protect.
Toxic Spites, of course. Good! Now all I have to deal with is this last piece of crap.
Wish this, bitch!
Go down! God dang it!
Then the Snorlax just walks over and eats it. This is mine now.
Oh, he was lying! The piece of crap! That kid was lying. He said that to catch me off guard. Do I get healed between battles?
Yes, you do.
Oh, thank heavens, sure.
I think it restocks your items too, but don't take that to heart from me. You're back again?
You again!
This is pure normal.
Pure normal. Well, good. I'm actually pretty good against it, actually.
God, now I'm just imagining Just being at it.
Dragon darts, I guess.
Just being at a tournament, just a master tournament, and just getting your ass kicked and everything, and you're just getting more and more annoyed. Like, especially you run into a staller, that all of a sudden the next headline is like,
ow!
Man kicked out of local Pokemon tournament for using wrestling move on opponent. I didn't even know the Coral Special could work, but I did it! Normal again.
Pure normal again?
Yep.
Okay, well, I'll Dragon Darts again, I guess. Or I could Draco Meteorite. Because Dragon Darts didn't take it out. It's Draco Meteor, hope for the best.
Uses Protect.
Yeah! Crap! Oh, you're a tanky son of a gun, aren't you? Okay, so what do I want to send out? I don't think it matters. I don't have anything good against this.
I don't know if it's tanky physically, special attack would work. You could always just Volt Switch out. Screw with it that way. Or you could just kill it.
Or I could just kill it!
That works. We're having squirrel for dinner tonight.
Pikavolt.
This is bug electric, so overheat's probably going to just keep it in here.
Yeah, fire is good against it, so overheat it is.
I mostly got it. Oh no, if you...
Good thing I don't have to move anymore. Dang it.
Vicky Volt used Wish.
Dang it!
Vicky Volt used Protect. Vicky Volt used...
Let's strangle this kid.
Vicky Volt used Omega Drain.
Pikavolt looks really confused as the opponent trainer is strangling this child. Yay! I got a rare candy. Okay, so that's Battle Tower. You go in, you rent teams, you do that, you climb up the ranks.
If you go up a certain amount of ranks, somebody special comes up and battles you.
Yeah, I think the matches do get harder as you go up.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, they get harder the further up you go. But
Yeah, so that was entry-level Battle Tower, but it gets harder the higher up you go, and I think at a certain rank, you fight Leon.
Yep.
Which I'm going to spoil because I'm not doing it.
And then, after you beat Leon, you actually unlock the IV Judge. For
and what you get, beating Leon also gets you his rare League card. And I think that's when Leon also talks a little bit more about what he's doing here and why he's here. And again, since I'm not doing it, I'll just mention quickly. It was Leon took over Rose Tower and turned it into Battle Tower. Because even though he's no longer champion, and even though he's no longer taking part in the actual championship, he wants Galar region to be the strongest region there is. He built Battle Tower specifically to draw good trainers together so they could battle each other and get even better. That's all he wants, is everybody to be better. And I kind of got in here going like, wow, where the crap did all these really good trainers come from? Why weren't they taking part in the actual league up until now? And that was probably due to just the nature of the league. You had to go through all this song and dance to make a big show of doing all the regionals before you could get to the championship. You had to get sponsored to be able to get in at all. It was as much a spectacle as it was an actual competition. So what we're getting now is probably a lot of trainers that couldn't get a sponsorship, even though they were really good trainers, or just weren't interested in the spectacle, but were still really good trainers. So it actually kind of makes sense that there's a lot of good trainers here, because just the nature of the competition before now didn't lend itself to drawing in necessarily really strong trainers. But yeah, you go up, you beat Leon, you fight him. I think you can keep going after that. I don't know what happens if you keep going.
You can keep going for as long as you want. It's just how many battle points do you want to get to use it for items. Though I do have a...
And then you get those, and you can use these.
Yeah,
Never mind.
the hyper training guy. You get bottle caps from max raids and all that.
And then you mentioned the you get the IV guy.
Yeah, after you battle Leon once here. Doesn't matter.
And that'll actually tell you what the IV is on each one of your Pokemon, which I don't know.
It only tells you in the box. It doesn't tell you here.
Oh, I thought it showed something here.
It
like
shows...
when you did this, I thought it like put a...
It shows...
Change the color of the stat or something if it was perfect IV.
It shows something here.
Or it just said like good, better, best or something.
Well, that's your EV spread. Your IVs are the yellow things.
I mean, I just thought once you unlocked it that you got something here that actually said like good, better, best specifically for your IVs.
Not in the party list, only in the box list.
Mm.
You get something there, and it allows you to check those out. Which would be... It's only really if you're going to do competitive or breeding stuff, but...
Yeah.
You know, that's that. I would honestly suggest getting it, because this game really wants you to get ready for competitive. I think that's part of the reason why a lot of the problems we've had with the game are there, because they were like, let's just get them to Endgame. But other than that, I do have one funny story about this that was quite hilarious. Was I beat the game, and then I went into Endgame, and the first thing I did was come straight to Battle Tower, and did all that with Leon, and did the whole match thing, and got the IV trainer and everything, and then I did post-game. And I told that to Barry, and she was like, wait, aren't you supposed to do post-game, and then it lets you do Battle Tower? And I was like, no, I went straight to Battle Tower.
Yeah, like, as it turns out, Battle Tower is just open the second you hit end post-game.
Yeah.
You don't have to go through any of the story. You just come straight here.
It was like end credits, restart, shows you at your house, and I was like, Battle Tower, here I come. All right, I got the IV thing. Let me go do this whole thing. And then they were like, oh, by the way, this Battle Tower thing's open. Bitch, already been there.
Yeah, so, like, on one hand, I want to, like, get perfect IVs, perfect nature on all of these, and that's going to be real rough.
I mean, it's all...
But that's going to be, like, friggin'... I don't even know how breeding works in Pokemon. That is another whole beast beyond my knowledge base.
Listen, if you want, I got a few Dittos if you really need them, but other than that, you're on your own, buddy.
Yeah, but, like, on one hand, I would like to, but on the other hand, I play these games for fun, not necessarily to be competitive. And that's why, like, I want to play with the team that I've been playing with all this time. I have an emotional connection to these ladies. And, like, okay, yeah, maybe they could theoretically be a bit better if I breeded and trained and got everything perfect just right. But, like... Wait, I didn't go on an adventure with that one. I just bred it out and then shoved a bunch of candies in it.
See, that's why, and I know it's been said, I know it's just one of those weird things. I would just really, really love to see them bring the friendship stuff into competitive, because I just want that X factor of everything, because it's like, the competitive's like, yeah, you can just raise a Pokemon and just throw it out there. You don't need to make it to be a friend or anything. It's like, no, I want that friendship aspect to be in like everything of Pokemon.
Then you get all the competitive trainers out there in the friggin' camps shaking the little stick going, get dang it, you piece of crap. Be friends with me.
Or just shove a bunch of berries down their throats to get them to be friends quicker. It's just one of the...
They'd find a way to take the actual friendship out of friendship, I guarantee. That's how optimization works.
It'd be something funny for me specifically. But I'm the asshole like Romero is, where I'm just like, what if this rocket launcher killed the player too? That's the kind of thing I come up with when I come up with game mechanics. It's like, what if this screwed me over too? And I get in there and go like, oh, it screwed me over. Aren't I a stinker?
Yeah, so anyway, this has been Battle Tower. That brings our main series to a close. So we're going to be starting something new next time. But here soon, the Isle of Armor DLC is coming out, and that's going to have a whole big hullabaloo. We don't even know what's going on out there. I really hope it lets me Gigantamax my whole team.
We're just gonna go out there and get us a new legendary and train that sucker up, and we're gonna have fun, and then Zoroark's gonna show up, and I'm gonna be like, ah, best game ever, and then everyone else will be like, but what about my favorite? And I said, best game ever.
Yeah, so we will get to that, absolutely, after it comes out, but we're going to do another little project before then. So until next time, everybody, we'll see you again in Galar soon.
Hey, do you want to do Digimon instead?